Almost 6 years after the release, was 2015 Need for Speed a good Need for Speed installment, and is it still worth it in 2021? What's up everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Omar with Real Gamer Review, and today we are reviewing 2015 Need for Speed almost 6 years after its release. If you are watching my channel for the first time, a like and a subscribe would be hugely appreciated. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Need for Speed 2015 Installment is an open-world racing video game developed by Ghost Games and published by Electronic Arts. Released originally for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and a bit later on PC as well. It is the 22nd installment in the Need for Speed series and is considered a reboot for the franchise. First thing you will instantly notice when playing this game is the amazing visuals, which are pretty good even by today's standards, but we will be talking about this in more details a bit later. The story mainly revolves around you, the player, and a small ragtag group of racers waiting to be noticed by any of the game's 5 icons, all of them being real-world motorsport and street racing figures. The game uses live-action cutscenes with real actors, and honestly, I'm not a big fan. It's a bit too corny, and some of the acting is not that great, and the script at some moments feels really bad as well. You would get a decent cutscene or two every now and then, but unfortunately, it will not keep you interested for long. As the game progresses, you will start earning money and reputation among the other drivers and people you meet along the way, and the story continues from there. I won't give any more details for the sake of spoilers, but I would say that the story is considered to be average at max. Coming to the gameplay part, I would say it is pretty good. The racing, car handling, and overall environment are all good. The streets in the game are wet most of the time, and the in-game time is always night, which gives a pretty cool vibe. A bit reminiscent of Need for Speed Underground installments. The handling in this game is as most of the Need for Speed series, very arcadey, with a click of a button to do those awesome Need for Speed drifts, which is satisfying, I would say, to the fans of the series. So if you are into a more realistic racing games when it comes to the handling, I would say that this game is not for you. The campaign features different types of races like circuit races, sprint, drift, group drifting, and more. You participate in those different type of races to progress through the campaign, and also each character in the game will provide you with different races as well. Each set of races for those characters will provide you with some extras beside the credits and rep you earn. For example, the more you finish races for the character named Amy, the more you will unlock customization parts in the garage. There are a few bosses that you will race eventually as well, but still none of their races are memorable or that interesting. There is also the addition of police in this game, but it feels like the police weren't a part of this game and they were added last minute before the game was released. Yes, the police will chase you if you overspeed in front of a patrol car, but they are very easy to escape unless you go at a low speed during the chase to provoke them until your heat level is up. So I wouldn't consider them a threat at all, unlike Need for Speed Heat, for example, which is the exact opposite. There are some side activities as well, but they are not that great. You can hunt for donut spots in which you spin your car around a little circle for points before driving off. You can also find new parts and designated scenic views by driving up to them and pressing the relevant button to take a picture when prompted. The game features a very modest number of 51 cars. Comparing this number with other racing games, I would say it is not that good, as some other games that were released at the same time feature over 300 cars. The car upgrades and visual customization is slightly annoying as it's not available right away. Instead, you'll need to play certain missions to unlock parts and upgrades for the car. But it is not that bad, as it won't take a lot of grinding to unlock them. With the game being almost 6 years old, I would say it is still one of the best looking, most realistic Need for Speed games out there, especially if you are playing it on PC. I kind of feel that they slightly downgraded the visuals and graphics in the later installments. As for the consoles, it looks slightly outdated as the resolution was low with a 30 frames per second cap, as it was created for the original PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and didn't get any visual upgrades later on. But still, you will get a pretty good experience on consoles for a 6 years old game. The visuals, lighting, and reflections are stunning, giving the age of this installment, with good attention to details as well in each car featured in the game. The always night, rainy, and wet environment also gives the game a slight boost visually. Coming to the audio part, as always with most of the Need for Speed installments, they do a pretty solid job. And this is still the case in this installment as well. It is definitely not the greatest out there, but I would say they did a good job to portray each different car sound. I'll leave you now with a few clips to check out yourselves the audio for this game.
So let's do this.
Although this installment had a lot of mixed reviews when it was first released, and a lot of them leaned into the bad side, but when I played this again in 2021, it felt like a pretty good racing game that you will get a lot of fun out of if you can pass the mediocre story. If you are looking for a decent racing game that you might get some fun out of it at a discounted price, then I would recommend giving this one a try. Alright, time to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, then leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.